There's a boy on your block, looking out his window, thinking about his future. When he looks outside, what does he see? Are there stores selling healthy food that's not sitting behind bulletproof glass? Are there nearby industries polluting the air and drinking water? Does he see a link between the food and environment that could make him sick and people's demands for racial justice and social change?
Welcome to the Uplift Institute, Sustainable Hood, Education, and Career Expo. My name is Damian Trasada, and I'm the board president and co-founder of Uplift. We're very excited this morning to have members of the community join us as we continue to build a coalition to tackle the defining scientific, economic, and social issue of our time, climate change. Climate justice and economic justice must go hand in hand. We recognize that no single individual or network can take on the task of fighting climate change and creating a more just and sustainable world alone. I'd like to present a message from our friend, Congresswoman Pramila Jayapal, Chair of the House Progressive Caucus and sponsor of the Climate Resilience Workforce Act.
Thank you to the Uplift Institute for inviting me to share a few words today and for hosting the Sustainable Hood Education and Career Expo. And to all of the attendees joining us today, welcome. The climate crisis is a defining issue across generations. It threatens wildlife, increases the severity of natural disasters, and disproportionately affects poor Americans and communities of color. That is why environmental justice must be a cornerstone of any work done in this space. We can build a skilled workforce that is capable of not only responding to, but preparing for the destructive impacts of climate change. That means providing grants to states, cities, and tribal governments to create millions of climate resilience jobs. As we continue to build a clean energy economy and combat the climate crisis, I am going to work to make sure that all voices, regardless of class, race, or zip code, are heard and accounted for.
Greetings, everyone. Welcome to our inaugural Sustainable Hood event. My name is Charles Laughlin, Executive Director of the Uplift Institute, and I'm so excited and so thrilled that all of you are here. I'm from a town, Camden, New Jersey, which is just outside of Philadelphia. Camden is historically one of the poorest cities in the country. It traditionally has one of the higher murder rates in the country. The school system historically is not the best school system, and there's a lot of poverty. So with all those different things, you could well imagine that there are probably several environmental issues. I have some childhood memories of my grandmother and when I was growing up in Camden. And I must have been about 8 or 9 years old, and my mom would drop me off over her house in the summertime while she went to work. She'd come in, grandma holding her nose. Boy, you need to get in the bathtub. Go draw yourself a tub of water. So I'd go upstairs, turn the tub on. The water would come out brown. And my grandmother would say, just let it run. It'll clear up. It's just rust. That stuck with me. Everybody is here today because we wanted to get the word out. We call this the Sustainable Hood because the planet Earth is our neighborhood. We are not segregated. We are not separate by any blocks, by any borders, by any municipalities. We are all together on this one planet. And everything we do, every breath we breathe, every piece of meat that we eat, every fossil fuel vehicle that we drive impacts this planet.